June 1st. The fire extinguishers at our school are kept behind glass, like this. I'm not sure why. It seems like if there's an emergency, the last thing you want is a bunch of broken glass scattered everywhere. June 2nd. You know that optical illusion where you're not supposed to know whether it's an image of two people talking or a vase? I figured out a third possibility. What if it's two people biting a vase? June 3rd. So my grandma Judy called this afternoon, and I picked up the phone. She asked to speak to my dad, and I told her that he wasn't home, but that she could talk to my mom. And she said, "No, that's fine. Just take a message. I'm coming to visit. A week from Friday for 3 days." And I said, "Whoa, if you get here on Thursday, you can come to my middle school graduation." And she said, "Why on earth would I want to attend a middle school graduation?" Which I had to admit was actually a pretty good question. Anyway, Sophie's pretty excited about the news because she's Grandma's Judy's favorite. And my mom just keeps muttering under her breath, "It's only 3 days, it's only 3 days." Over and over and over again. June 4th. Taking a break from studying for my final exams tomorrow, I have tests in math and science. Reading through my science textbook, I realized how much it must suck to be a scientist today because all the easy stuff's already been discovered. Like, you know who was lucky? Sir Isaac Newton. Nowadays, scientists have to discover distant galaxies or new elements in order to become famous. But he was born at a time when you could be famous or become famous just for going. Hey, you know what I discovered exists? Gravity. Gravity's mine. From here on out, I get credit for figuring that out. June 5th. Ugh, today was my math exam. I forgot my pencil, so I had to quickly borrow one, and without thinking, I asked Oliver Sloan, who sits across from me. As soon as he handed it over, I remembered. Oliver's a pencil chewer. I don't think I did well in the exam because all I could think the whole time was I am holding something that has been in Oliver Sloane's mouth. June 6th. Almost done with exams. Today was my English exam. I kind of wish I'd finished To Kill a Mockingbird before the test because I had to guess on a few questions. Does anyone out there know who Boo Radley is? I guess that was the name of a ghost, but I don't think that's right. I just have history left to go. I've made flashcards with information on all the presidents. Looking through them, I don't know what's weirder, that all of our founding fathers wore wigs, or that they all chose to wear the same wig. You'd think that at least one of them would have gone for a bright red one, or a beehive, or something. June 7th. Ugh, today was my last exam in history, and I nearly got in trouble for cheating on it. During the test, Doug Spivak leaned over to me and whispered, "Dad, I need the names of the 3 ships Columbus took to America. I know one of them is the Titanic, but what are the other two?" And I was whispering back that I couldn't help him when Mr. Campbell came over, picked up my test, and said, "Dad, if you're cheating on the test, I have to send you to the principal's office." And I said, "Mr. Campbell, if I were cheating, do you really think I'd cheat off of Doug Spivak?" He thought about it for a few good seconds and then said, "Good point," and handed my test back. Anyway, that was my last exam, assuming I passed them. I'm done with middle school. I'm free. Woohoo!